Hey, what's up guys, Gon Corbibi here, and we're back with week 4 of the MBC. We're going against 812, which is actually a very creative builder. I was watching some of his videos, and for week 1 he brought Scarf Vaporeon with Copycat, so he can get 2 final gambits going. So it's pretty high, and at the same time he has a pretty good team, so I don't know if I can bring Heat, but I gotta go Standard, because he has a good team, so I gotta bring good stuff, but also he brings Heat, so maybe Standard's not the best, because he might do something crazy, but yeah, we're gonna see in the builder if I cooked in the kitchen or if I got burned. This is, by the way, supposed to be 100 gecs makeup, which is probably the dumbest shit I ever said, but take that as you will. I just, whatever. Let's get into the builder. Alright everyone, we're gonna get started with the team builder over here. You can see we're going against Ursaluna, Slowking, Zapdos, Cinderace, Annihilate. Like, this is a good team. This is a very good team. There is one thing I noticed with this team, and it's the fact that there's no dark type other than Tera, Dark, Appleton, but there's no dark type and there's no steel type. And that's what I decided to build around. So, number 1, we got the Quaquaval. This is the designated Cinderace switching. It's not the best, but it's what we have, because Gastrodon's not very good at it. And we got Helmet, so we can chip it down, because we're bringing SD Quick Attack on the Ogerpon. Like I said, my opponent does bring like very creative sets. I don't know how creative this is, but I think it's a little heat. At the very least, kinda spicy. A little mild, but still spicy, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's why we have the chip over here. If the Cinderace goes for U-turn, even Sand Headbutt we can eat, or High Jump Kick, we rack up chip so we can sweep later with Ogerpon. Ogerpon's supposed to break the team. Opposing team obviously has pretty good offense on Annihilate and Cinderace and stuff like that, but it's definitely more so on the bulky side. And yeah, Ogerpon just breaks really well, and the one thing that can revenge kill it, other than Scarf Weezing, I guess, and stuff like that, Cinderace, because Cinderace outspeeds naturally, but since we have quick attack, we just need a little bit of chip, 1 Ivy Cudgel, and then later on, if I set up on something else, I can quick attack the Cinderace. Mamo, also supposed to break. I wanted to be AB because we're really weak to both Zapdos and Ursaluna, but it turns out I'm very weak. I need the expert belt so I can actually kill Zapdos and Ursaluna, because then what's the point? Icicle into Heavy Slam actually kills Weezing, or has a very good chance of doing so. If it's Black Sludge, the chance is lower, but it can still happen. I'm still gonna click it, because what else am I supposed to do? The thing is, this is my rocker, so I'm guessing if Weezing comes in, it's gonna defog, right? That's my opportunity. I'm gonna Heavy Slam there. It's supposed to break. Like I said, the team's very bulky, so 2 breakers is very good to have. We didn't touch on the Quaquaval too much, but Flip Turn Knockoff is very spammable. Taunt just helps out with Wish and Chilling Reception on the Slowking. Defensive core of Sylveon and Corviknight. Not a lot to explain here. Corviknight is minus speed, so I can U-turn after Ursaluna, because if I U-turn before, something dies. And yeah, so I mean, we're very weak to Ursaluna. Even if it's like Taunt, it beats Corviknight. And yeah, I know it gets Smackdown as well. But what am I supposed to do? Like, if he has Smackdown, he has Smackdown, you know? Like, I'm not gonna run like Shuka Corviknight and then do like 20% with Body Press or however much it does. It can't be too much. We got Roar on the Sylveon for setup, especially, or mainly, for Bertic. But also, I could Roar after the Chill Reception because it's minus priority. So no free Bertic. I am kind of weak to Bertic, so I don't want to over prep for it, but I should keep an eye on that. But these 5 are nothing compared to who we build the team around, and that's Indeedee. We're bringing Scarf, Tera Psychic. This thing can effectively 2-hit KO mostly everything on the team. with some exceptions like physically defensive Slowking. This thing's very good. There's no dark type. If the Appleton is Tera Dark, then this is a little useless. But we have Healing Wish, which, if that's the case, I can effectively revive Ogerpon or Mamoswine or whoever. Psyshock is very spammable because I've noticed my opponent really relies on like AB, Regenerator cores, and Psyshock bypasses that because I have both Psyshock and Psychic because that's all I need. Hyper Voice so I can hit Vertic through Substitute. Was debating having like Dazzling Gleam, but it barely does anything to Appleton anyway. So yeah, I just rather like, just in case Vertic is Substitute, I can Hyper Voice after I get like cheap with something else or even another Hyper Voice with Sylveon because that will kill. This does like half dude. But yeah, that's what we're bringing. Psychic Spam with 2 breakers and a couple pivots or whatever you want to call them. And let's get right into the battle. Alright everyone, we're gonna get started here with the battle. As you can see, my opponent is not bringing Ursaluna, not bringing no Annihilate either. But I'm still in a weird position here because watching his videos, I noticed that he runs a lot of creative sets and like heat and stuff like that. So yeah, we do see the Appleton, which could be Tera Dark, and therefore shut down my whole strategy going on here. Forgot to mention this is post commentary. I'm trying to be as genuine as possible. I can't exactly do live commentary, but I was trying to lead with Sylveon here, but then I figured, you know, there's no reason not to lead Cinderace on his perspective. So maybe I can get some free chip with the Quaquaval. Reason to leave Sylveon is because in case it's a Zapdos lead, that's like my best thing against it. And also so I don't get Appleton Tera Dark in the first turn. That's kind of my thought process there, but I am gonna end up leading with Quaquaval. So, gonna go ahead and battle A12 QSD. I'll call him A12 because I don't know him and he has like an acronym name, so I don't know. But yeah, here's a Zapdos lead on my Quaquaval. So, turn 1, I'm already like, it's not looking good, bros. But yeah, I'm obviously gonna switch. I'm just making sure I got the calc going on, you know. And the only thing that can switch into this comfortably is the Sylveon. He's probably going to like ball switch or something here. And if it's offensive, it's just going into Hurricane. As we do see Hurricane. And not only it's offensive, but it's specs Zapdos. I was expecting offensive, but I just don't know why, it just never crossed my mind that he could be specs. And that's exactly what he is. I mean, it makes sense. My flying resist is Corviknight, so... Also, mind you, my Corviknight is like physically defensive. Hurricane in the calculator was doing around 40%, and I wasn't even calling modest. Because I figure you probably need some speed on this for Mamoswine. So, yeah, Corviknight's not a switch into this. So I'm just gonna protect, get some lefties. See that they click Hurricane again, no reason not to. And at this point, I just need to get some Hyper Voice damage. Now that I know it's offensive, I rather get cheap rather than play around this, like throwing Wish and stuff like that. Any chip on this is perfect for Ogerpon as well as the Indeedee, so I need to Hyper Voice here. Here I'm making sure that I could like I have to stay in instead of switching, and yeah, the damage calc is telling me that I need to Hyper Voice. I need to get some damage on this as soon as possible. It's a good bring. Ogerpon doesn't knock it out. Mamoswine doesn't take it. There goes Sylveon. He doesn't know that yet. because I have brought a Solves before. And yeah, I have to go into Mamoswine as soon as possible so that he doesn't realize that I'm not AB. I'm actually Expert Belt. I wanted to be AB, like I said in the builder. Mainly for this guy, but also for Saluna. But as it turns out, I'm just way too weak without it. But yeah, I gotta go into this real quick so he doesn't realize that I'm not AB, and he can actually... He can kill like 20 Mamoswines with that Hurricane. But yeah, it's just... If you guys don't get what I'm trying to say, it's like... The more time you like think about things, the more you're giving away. Because if I were AB, obviously, this is my designated switching. So they switch out into Whizzing, which is kind of what I expected. So Icicle into Heavy Slam could possibly kill this. Yeah, it's good damage. We do see Black Sludge, so there's a chance that this doesn't kill anymore if it's a low roll. But I am still gonna go for the Heavy Slam. No real reason not to. He could go Zapdos, but nobody goes Zapdos here, let's be honest. I mean, you could expect like Corviknight coming in. That actually would have been kind of crazy if like I Heavy Slam on the Zapdos and I get paralyzed. I would like... Trust me, I would have broken my computer. I mean, are you kidding me? But anyway, I get to Heavy Slam it and it doesn't kill, dude. It comes so close. And here comes the Toxic Spikes. Definitely not good for me. He knew that I wouldn't bring Gengar, because Gengar against the Ursaluna matchup is just horrible. Especially because lately on the videos I've seen, he brings AB Ursaluna, so that thing is just... Yeah. There's ways for Gengar to kind of do something about it, but it's not ideal, and that's why I opted not to bring it at all. Plus, there's no space in my team anyway. But yeah, I'm just gonna Icicle. No way I Heavy Slam. You never know. When you play Zapdos, you have to just like... You never know, dude. But yeah. He should know that I'm Expert Belt. Technically. Expert Belt is one of those items that you can't always tell, but... I think that's why they don't go to Zapdos here. They go into Cinderace, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Mamoswine hasn't quote-unquote revealed the item. If you calc, you can kind of see what's going on, I guess. But, you know, I'm not Life Orb. I'm not anything like that. I could be Sash for all he knows. But yeah, in comes Cinderace. I'm gonna have to switch out because I need Mamoswine. Mamoswine's good breaking. And I'm just gonna go into my designated switching, the Quaquaval. Into Quack, I take T-Spikes. I need to get them off the field. High Jump Kick. So every time I played, like every turn, and I saw the Libero activating, I was like, oh yeah, he missed, but no, he didn't miss. It's just the way Libero works in this generation. But yeah, High Jump Kick does like 1 billion. Definitely expected. I don't take another one, I'm pretty sure. But he doesn't know that. Because max defense actually takes 2. I opted not to be max defense. But yeah, I'm just gonna... Wait, what did I click? I flip turn? Probably should have knocked. Because he shouldn't stay in here. And if he does, he's gonna U-turn, right? Yeah, I think that's a misplay on my part. Because knockoff and that stuff is just so spammable. Especially because look who's coming in here. Appleton. I would have loved to knock this off. But yeah, I get a flip turn. Does nothing obviously for them resist. But Quaquaval's still around, meaning I can use the helmet later on. That being said, I do die to do Pyro Ball, so Yeah. But yeah, I go Corv. I need to defog the spikes as soon as possible. My entire team gets hit by it except for Corviknight, so yeah. And he has like a regenerator core going on. I definitely don't want to get stalled out with poison. And I know this gives Appleton a free Tera Dark, but I think I value more getting the spikes up. So he switches out. Free Zapdos, I mind? Yep. This thing is just very good against me. By defog. Get them off. Weezing's dead, so I don't have to worry about these spikes probably. Slowking could have them, but the fact that Weezing is the physically defensive guy is making me think that Slowking is the AB regenerator set. There's no Vertic either, so I don't see why it would be like Chill Reception. It could be, but it looks like AB. So here I'm just debating what I'm gonna do after, because I know what I'm gonna do this turn. I'm just gonna sack Quack. I already did the chip on Cinderace. I would have liked more chip, but there's only so much you can do in this matchup. I'm just going to sack Quack. There's still a chance they miss the Hurricane, so why not, right? I can get a taunt on something, so... I almost stay in here, what's wrong with me? See, this is what I mean, like, I love choking games, dude. It's like I'm addicted to choking games. But yeah, I just go Quack. Thankfully I didn't stay in. He just U-turn, I guess I could have stayed in, but yeah, he takes Rocky Helmet. This is huge, by the way. I'm surprised they didn't just Hurricane. I guess they're like me. They already hit 2 Hurricanes, so they're like, oh, I'm not gonna hit the next one. Which is pretty valid. Whenever I hit two moves, it's like, oh, the next one's gonna... it's gonna aim left, like on Showdown. Damn, look at Quaquaval, bro. Man, if I speak... I'm just kidding. Yeah. Sick Lizard comes in here. This is something that I didn't expect at all to come in, like in general. But I mean, it works. It does what it does, right? I have no idea what set it could be just now, so I'm debating just roosting. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe he's just trying to flex and drop like shift gear or something like that. So I'm just gonna stay in. As they do Draco, and then I'm like, oh, well, this is good. It's a Jackpack, isn't it? But it's not. So it's actually better because I can just go free into anything. I opt out for the Ogerpon route because I don't want damage on Mamoswine just yet. This is my only line of defense against Zapdos. There is a chance, very slim chance, that I can take a Hurricane, but he has to be timid. And any damage on take on Mamo would be horrible. So I can go Ogre. I know this resists all of my moves, but it's Ogre, but it's really strong. And he's -2, so he shouldn't stay in. Unless he has like physical moves, but you know. It's just what makes sense. Yeah, I just go Ogerpon. Take the chance that Zapdos not on the field just yet. Mold Breaker, not that it matters too much. Well, it matters for Appleton, yeah, but nothing else really. I'm just gonna Ivy. He is U-turn, makes sense. Get some chip on me. Anything that comes in here, Ivy Cudgel's getting just super big damage. This thing is broken, dude. I am expecting Zapdos, but actually Zapdos doesn't make sense because it's specs. Because he's offensive, he doesn't take 2 Ivy Cudgels, so. Thinking about it, this thing puts a lot of pressure. Yeah, they go Cinder, it makes sense. This is gonna take like half though. Bonk. So good. So now, if I save this, I could potentially knock it out with +2 quick attack. But guys, I don't really have a switch into this. I mean, I have Corviknight, but looking at the other team, I think actually Corviknight could stall it out since it's like regen. So I'm saving Corviknight as like my defensive backbone here. And looking at all the moves that Cinderace has, I actually can take a Pyro Ball and a high jump kick. So if I can get an Ivy Cudgel into a quick attack, I could actually kill the Cinderace. But it has Gunk Shot. I know it learns it, I didn't think about it. But yeah, Gunk Shot's gonna knock me out. And here, it's time I go into my Indeedee and start doing stuff. I noticed that the Appleton didn't Tera. So I'm thinking, why would you save your Tera? Could he not be Tera Dark? But yeah, I'm just gonna Tera into Psyshock because it's what does more to the Slowking. There's no way you stay in here. I am faster, I'm Scarf. You already wasted your Libero, so if you click Sucker Punch, you don't turn into Dark. $1 million. $1 million. I'm running 100 gecs names, by the way. Check them out. In comes Slowking, and here I'm shaking my hands like a fly, you know? Rubbing them, I mean. I'm rubbing my hands like a fly, dude, because this is what oh, dude, I'm so happy. This is what I wanted to come in, because Psyshock's gonna demolish this guy. This is Tera in terrain, dude. Psyshock. God damn. It's so good. Yo, this guy is amazing. It's obviously, I mean, it's not that good, but in this matchup, it's coming through. But yeah, now they're like realizing they don't really have a switch in. You could sack this, but that's gonna tell me, like, Zapdos is slower, Cinderace is slower. You have to go the defensive route. But the thing is, because I have Psyshock, well, your AB Solbes guys are just not that good anymore. Yeah, he withdraws, gets the regen, makes sense. But who's coming in here? Appleton. Psyshock. Does a lot, but not enough. As it turns out, it is physically defensive. This is good though, because that means I can Sidekick. It's just that I'm gonna have to shuffle around them. But I'm just gonna go into Corviknight, so I can get a U-turn going on. Also, this can just turn Dark and wall me, so yeah. But regardless, doing that damage to Slowking, we are setting up for Psychic as well. Or Hyper Voice. Use Recover, makes sense. Here, I'm pretty sure I use Brave Bird. I'm guessing like it's just gonna leech seed, so I rather take the seeds and then KO. And then I can U-turn without all that stuff on me. I'm so stupid. We are going to Brave Bird. They Tera, so here I'm like, why would you Tera on Corviknight? What are you? The options are, if I'm not mistaken, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. And it's Fairy. So all of a sudden, I could possibly turn this 5-3 into a 3-0. Because this is not Tera Dark. It's just This is working out for me. Now I can spam psychic moves. I was like so on the back. I was, oh, it's just gonna Tera Dark and nothing's gonna work. But it's Tera Fairy. So Indeedee can actually do things. So I'm just gonna U-turn. I believe to just stay in. I think so. I'm not sure. They can always go Zapdos, you know, but yeah. I guess because of pressure you could switch out, right? But yeah, they stay in. U-turn, does nothing. But I get all of the leech seeds out of me. And I think I just go Indeedee. I know terrain goes out, but I can't switch Mamoswine into a potential grass move. And yes, I know that Corviknight was the Pokemon before, but why couldn't he just Apple Acid and then hit me with something else? You know what I mean? It could happen. That being said, he probably has something else for Corviknight. I mean, he's Recover Leech Seed. I guess he could be Tera Blast? He needs grass for sure, right? Oh well. I had to U-turn anyway. And I was scared of going into Mamo because HP on Mamo is pretty good. So I go Indeedee. Another Recover, excellent. The more I can waste Recovers, the best. Yeah, terrain soft, so this is doing nothing. I still attack. I Psychic. Well, I guess with Slowking being so long, Slowking being so low, I can kind of Psychic my way through it. Nothing he can click kills me. Indeed, it's actually somewhat especially defensive bulky. Physically, defensively though, it has like 55, so it's no horrible. But yeah, comes Sickly Sword. I get Psychicked. And it turns out it's also AV, but that does so much, and I get a Spadef drop. Now this is huge. Obviously this happens because you're trying to preserve differential and stuff. But that's still very unfortunate, dude. Without that, the death drop, I will have to switch and stuff. Because knockoff, like, I'm guessing he's knockoff, right? Why wouldn't he? Knockoff kind of just throws away my whole strategy. Because there's no way I win just with Mamoswine when he has Cinderace. I need this to be faster. But yeah, in comes Slowking. Psychic. It is also AV. It does so much steel though. I mean, that's Slowking. And the terrain sub, so I'm just gonna go Mamo. Because at this point I'm guessing you're gonna attack. Mamoswine eats everything. Even Grass Knot. That's like the strongest thing he can do against me. I have a lot of special defense. It's like 164, I think. Like Evs. But yeah, in comes Mamo. Stupid horse. I love Mamo so good. Sludge doesn't do that much. More than I would like, for sure. But guess what? Weezing's low, or it's dead, rather. You have to switch out. And I just get my rocks up. So this whole regenerator thing is just not gonna work anymore. Get my rocks. And here I'm surprised he went Appleton. Though I'm guessing this is what takes Earthquake the best. But I am going to Earthquake, expecting Slowking to come in here on the Heavy Slam and get some regenerator going on. Because it's looking like Indeedee is gonna win this. And you need your regenerator card needs to be healthy. But yeah, I'm gonna Earthquake, expecting the Slowking. Looking kind of crazy now. It's 5-on-3, but my Indeedee is looking crazy. But yeah, he stays in, unfortunately. Earthquake does a lot still. This is Mamoswine. Body Press doesn't kill me because Mamoswine is wonderful. So then I'm thinking, Body Press? Probably not Grass Move then. But regardless, I can just Heavy Slam and kill this. He might not expect this to kill, but I am Expert Belt, and yeah, he just deletes the Appleton. Mamoswine is so cool, dude. But yeah, in this position, in comes Cinderace, as I expected. I could sack Mamo. The thing is, if this goes for Pyro Ball into Corviknight, obviously that will kill me. But if it goes for High Jump Kick, which is stronger, I can actually take it. And then he's no longer Fire type. They go for Trailblaze though, which I'm not exactly sure why. You gotta think about this. You are no longer a Fire type, so now Corviknight walls you. Well, quote unquote wall. Powerball's doing like 70, dude. It might do more, but you know what I mean. All I know is that I can take one very comfortably, so I'm just gonna Brave Bird. If he stays in, it dies. If he goes Zapdos, I get all the chip that I needed for Psychic to just knock it out. But yeah, I figured they would probably like High Jump Kick or Pyro Ball. I was just sacking something so I can get Indeedee in. That being said, the only move that will kill me there will be Pyro Ball. Because before Libero, it's Stab. But yeah, they switch out and they realize like, oh no. In comes Zapdos. This took Rocks and Helmet earlier. And then it's gonna take a Brave Bird. Perfect. This is in range of any move from Indeedee. But yeah, here I'm just going to sack my Mamo. It will be good to spam Earthquake later. However, with Rocks up and Appleton down, Indeedee just wins. It's a big part of why I was sacking Corviknight, because then Indeedee can just come in. And now I'm like even more confident because I saw Trailblaze, meaning Cinderace shouldn't be Sucker Punch. Regardless of terrain, Sucker Punch does turn him into a Dark type. So down goes Mamo. But guys, this is what we were working for. This was the dream. Psychic terrain. Can we do it? Can Indeedee do it? What do you think? I gotta lock into Psyshock because of the AB Pokemon. He stays in, this is dead. So that's one. Guys, can we do it? Can Indeedee sweep? Write in the comments, what do you think? It has to be right now. Not cheating, not cheating. You have to type right now. Does Indeedee win this? Looking like Indeedee sweep. Maybe. Who knows? We have to beat the Region Core. It was just such a good matchup for it. And of course, I'm so happy to not see Tera Dark on Appleton. But yeah, now this is a very threatening position. In comes this guy. This dies. So you have to switch out here to get your regenerator. You guys remember the damage earlier? This dies. This super dies. Yep, that's what he's doing. Getting the regen. I respect it. Who comes in here? Sick Lizard. Oh, brother. Nope. That's 2. It's 2 more, baby. It's 2 more. Cinderace dies to this, and I am faster. But what about Slowking? Did he take in our regen? Here it comes. It's coming down to this. Takes rocks. These rocks are amazing, by the way. I can Psyshock again. Here it is, guys. Yo! It leaves. Here comes the Sludge Bomb. But I take it. I take the Sludge Bomb. It's another Psyshock, baby. This is 3. This dies. Boom. 3 kills on Indeedee. Can we kill Cinderace? The only way is that it's Sucker Punch. But even then, I just switch out. And then come back in with Hyper Voice. Three kills on Indeedee. Can we get a 4th one? In comes Cinderace. No rocks, so this is Boots. It's not Scarf. I Psyshock. It's an Indeedee sweep, baby. 4 kills on Indeedee. Oh, we're beating the Tapu Lele at home allegations. It's over. Oh, this is what I like to see, bro. Good games to A12QSD. I'm so happy this worked. Obviously, if the Appleton was dark, I would have been in a different position, most likely. But guys, we got a Indeedee sweep. 4 kills. It did what it had to do. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you for next battle. And drop some Indeedees in the chat or whatever. Bye.